Okay, so I'm going to start off with this first card, and this is your environment card, and it's the Four of Swords. So this tells me that, Leo, for some of you, that your environment for the month is to pause, to reflect, not to move too quickly on projects. You still have some analyzing, some intellectualizing, planning. You need to take a time out during some of the month and review. Like, in other words, move 3 steps forward and review those 3 steps and say, okay, is this in line with what I'm doing? Because the Four of Swords is about our thinking, and sometimes, we overthink and we need to take a pause and a rest. And this can feel like a little bit of a slowdown. I do know that astrologically there is an eclipse sometime this month, and it's a fairly big eclipse. So, it might be a prime time for you to do so, for you to really evaluate and look at what all you're doing and make sure that you are feeling good about where it is, in the scheme of things, where you are. Some of you too, maybe this is not for everyone, but you're getting ready to have surgery, or you're getting ready to go on vacation. If you've had, any type of health problems, then you may be out for a little bit of the month, or part of the month, or part of a week or a day. But whatever this is the universe is saying a little bit of a pause there. Don't worry too much about this, though. This is not something that's going to hold you back. This is just sort of the environment, is being able to relax when you need to, being able to take that day trip or some time for yourself and do some things for yourself. If you feel it's important to get a massage, or a foot massage would be awesome. And to not overthink. So that's interesting. It's the environment for the month. You have other months that are go, go, go. So the feeling is not to push too hard. You're relaxing some. You will have other months, I'm sure, that you have pushed quite a bit. And it'll be interesting to see what your mid-month cards look like as well. So they're like an extra layer on top of what the beginning of the month cards are. Okay, so that's sort of your environment of the month, Leo. And again, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And always watch your Moon and Rising as well. They give you additional insights and things to think about, and you may relate to them more, or you may relate to these cards more. All right, so the next one, this next card is the Page of Pentacles, and this is your challenge position. And usually the page, the pages bring news, or the pages, it's new things happening. And of course, he's sitting here very diligently with this coin. This is about the pentacle, so his money, and he's magically turning this into a beautiful piece of coin that he's going to manifest for he and his dog and possibly his family. He has tools on his wall, so you can see he's very prepared to move forward with his inspiration. And a lot of times the pages bring news. The young dudes bring news, so it could be news of a business, or an inspiration of a business idea. It is in your challenge position. So if some of you have contemplated this, and actually that's what this card is about, contemplation right here. And he's facing this one, and this is in your challenge. So it might be that while you are, feeling like you have a great idea and you have an interest that you want to turn into a hobby, or you have a, like I said, a creative venture that you want to move forward. There could be, turn into a profitable situation. There can be a bit of a challenge around this. Maybe it's just not the time yet. Maybe all the ducks aren't in the row, or the universe, there's many wheels in motion that get a venture going. They get you into different employment that help you, make more money, loans, any of this. This can even include your personal property and, of course, your physical body itself. So while this is in your challenge position, you may not be there could be two things. You're inspired, but there's a pause button that's on this. Or you're just not feeling up to the task, and it's your challenge, and you're just like, oh, well, there's too many different side roads, too many of, what is the sign called where it's the turnaround sign? Stop, turn around. And so you just need to be able to feel like you can still move forward, maybe not as quickly, but these stop signs, that's not really the one I'm thinking of, the sign. Detour, that's what it is, the detour sign. There may be an alternative route for you in your mission to accomplish. So while it's not mission impossible, it's on pause. There's another way for you to create whatever it is that you're wanting to put into motion. Does that make sense? This is your challenge. He has this pup here, and he has everything he needs. But it is a challenge to you, and it may be other people as well. Maybe other people are challenging you. I don't really see any court cards in this particular spread, but it always can be other people. All right, and then your third card, which is the unexpected, is in this deck. It's called the Nature card, and you see which is the same as the Devil card in traditional tarot, which means bound to an idea, bound to life, bound to addictions, feeling bound and tied up. And the way that this card depicts it is, see, this guy is setting a trap for this bear. So he's bound and determined he's going to catch something, and then the bear's right there looking at him. So he's not seeing the full scope of things. He's not seeing that, if he doesn't try so hard, or try in other areas, that he wouldn't have to be bound to trapping this bear who's right there. A lot of times this card can mean that someone is in a job where, maybe they're making okay money, but it's just, they just don't care about going there any longer. It's not in your best interest, but you're staying there because of the money, or because of the retirement, or because of the different options you have, the stock options, or whatever it may be, or you just don't feel like you have it within you to change, but we do. So it's feeling bound, and it can be by, of course, food, if one eats too much, or alcohol or drugs, or shopping too much. But this is in the unexpected area. So it might come to you that, you might all of a sudden think, wow, I didn't realize that I was so entrenched in this way of thinking. Because really this card is more of a self-imposed restriction than anything else. It's not like anybody is making you stay at the job, eat the food, shop online too much, drink, or whatever it may be. It's self-imposed. And so I think what might come up for some of you is that, you're seeing that, hey, there's an easier way for me to live my life. And maybe some surprises around how you have restricted yourself, or had limited ways of thinking. I don't think of Leos in that way at all. Actually, I think you're very creative. But this, life is life. It's never perfect. No matter how long we live, there's always something new to come up to surprise us about ourselves. Isn't that the truth? So this is a surprise to you. It's the unexpected ways that you can unhinge yourself from that debilitating feeling that you have, and that's causing you to act out in other ways or live your life in ways that you would rather really not choose to. All right. And then the last card that comes up, the outcome, is the Strength card. This deck they call the Crone, and the Crone is the woman. And she's very wise, very mature. She looks like an elder from an Indian tribe. Very, very ancient knowledge type of person. She has her lion with her, which Leo the lion. So you have your strength this month. The universe is saying, with all of this going on, with all the other situations going on in your life, whether you like them or you don't, you have strength. You have inner strength to pull through. You'll always have strength. You'll never run out of strength. It's there for you. The universe has your back, will always pull you up and allow you to see that you're a very capable and confident person, and you have courage, tons of courage to move forward. So I love that this card comes up. It's actually the perfect card to come up, because especially after this, like I said, what's called the Devil card, the card of being bound. Let's say that. That's what I like to think of, because devil, well, what does that mean? But the card of feeling bound to a situation. No, you can untie yourself. You can fly like a bird. Feel the strength. All right? So any questions on or comments on these cards, please feel free to put in the comments below. I'm still focused on the Strength card a little bit, because I feel like it's so important to the reading. It's about taking control of a situation and bring it to a favorable resolution. So that's what this is about. Take control of the situation. Bring it to a conclusion or solution that you like, that feels good to you, that's enhances your lifestyle. This is the universe saying, we're here for you. So just tap into us and your angels or guides or whoever your strength is, yourself. And sometimes that takes a time out to gather our strength, to replenish our health and vitality. All right, so let's pull some clarification cards, and these are coming from the Hanson Roberts deck. I'm going to pull that one. The Hanged Man. Well, that's not so unlike the Four of Swords, actually. The Hanged Man is gathering information while in a pause position. He is not self-imposed. He is actually doing this on his own. In other words, it's not like someone is hanging him up and, torturing him. Actually, this is a reclined position. This is a position to think about, am I on the right path? Am I serving my best needs? Because when he's upright, he looks like this. He's more like a dancing position, but he's not in that mode right now. He's considering his options. This one wants to come out. The Knight of Cups. All right, I like that. You haven't had a cup card, so it's nice that the Knight comes up. This is someone who, of course, represents a romantic person. This is a proposal of love, a proposal of a social engagement. So if that comes up for you, Leo, for this month, I would say for most of you, by all means, take advantage of it, especially if it's a relaxing and enjoying situation of enjoyment. And it takes you out of the everyday realm of life, because I am looking here at the mountains, and then there's a little bit of a stream. So I feel like this could really be good for your heart, for your heartstrings, just it's a feel-good card. Sometimes this guy, he represents a Pisces, a Scorpio, or Cancer, and he can be a little mushy, but I feel like more that this, with all these other cards, and you don't have any other cup cards, that this is actually a benefit to you. This social engagement, this proposal, whatever this is a benefit. Okay. And then a King of Swords. So this is an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So he's around you. He's possibly helping you make analytical decisions or giving you advice. He could be an advisor, a mentor, a business consultant. He's very wise and witty, and he cuts through all the BS, and he's a master at it. He could be a medical person as well. He could be a doctor, surgeon. Maybe that's coming from here, but he's of help to you. Again, let's see what comes up here. Wow. Okay. So the Four of Swords, and this happens so often. Again, I can't even tell you. So two Four of Swords come up, different deck. This is from the original. This is from the Hanson Roberts deck that I'm pulling from. This is a major theme for you guys. You're going to need to really contemplate, meditate, let yourself be in the flow of things and not over push, overdo. It's just not the time to do that for a lot of you. And then the Ace of Swords come up. Okay, so you have the King and then the Ace. So while you do that, new ideas can come about for you. Victory, success around your ideas, celebration. Let yourself be in that meditative, quiet space sometimes, because there's great ideas that come forward. Some of you have been working really hard. Some of you have been carrying a lot of responsibility, and you're ready to go to new heights and new places and to drop some of those responsibilities, and you will. And just know that you have the strength to do everything. You can drop these one by one by one by one, and you can still have all that you need to keep your life going and in order and happy. All right, let's see what these cards add up to numerologically, and then also look at the major arcana. Dropping some things here. Okay, so this is 4 pages. 1 is 5, 20, this is 15, and 8 is 28. Let me add these up again. 8 and 15 is 23. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, and 2 and 8 is 1 in numerology, and 1 is about the I am, the, first chakra, feeling secure, feeling safe, feeling like you're materially and financially taken care of. The I can do it, the creativity. So you'll want to take care of you this month. That's what it's coming up to, is taking care of the you, Leo. Because in the major arcana cards, number 1 is the Magician card. So if you take care of yourself, gather your strength, you can take control of your destiny, is what the Magician card does. Creates new avenues for him or herself, or for yourself. Okay? Keywords: controlling your destiny, the I am.